It's Cy from Happy Accident Studios. This is a voiceover because I had a little trouble with my sound while I was recording. Trouble meaning I kind of forgot to turn on the microphone. So, this is an art therapy unboxing. I'm back after a long period of not being there. I'm going to flip through along with me. Yes, issue 62 came through my letterbox a bit torn, as you can see. And I'm having a little bit of a flick through to see just how bad the damage is. You know what? I don't actually mind. I'm going to roll with it, and hopefully that's just, it's fine. There's nothing I want to keep that's been ripped, really. So no issue, really. The three fine liner markers that we're getting in this particular issue, they are sand, warm red, and deep magenta. So I am now swatching the sand, and I'm going to write sand on the piece of paper. And here come the red. Yes, it appears I am swatching the red. I am writing warm red on the sheet. Interesting. And here comes the deep magenta. Now, I would say that deep magenta doesn't really look like deep magenta to me. It looks more like a sort of a violet or a dark lilac. Hopefully I will, be lifting it up to show you. I do like that sand color. It's a really good color. It'll be useful in my future adult coloring exploits, I'm absolutely sure. Put it down. There we go. The theme of the magazine looks to be Mother Earth and mandalas as well, which I quite like. And as you will see, hopefully, quite soon, if I stop faffing around, that yes, we have some beautiful color schemes based on nature there, and some pretty nature season-based thingies, and a gatefold greetings card, which I probably will use, but I'm going to cut it to pieces and I'm going to arrange it ever so slightly differently, because the way they describe it on the actual page is not the way I would make a gatefold card. But c'est la vie. We've got Color Me Happy with Blush, which is a lovely color. And our 10-minute mindfulness is about lightening the mood, and the Gaia theory being the idea the world is a single organism and that each element affects the whole. Pretty cool. We've got Color Me Calm, and thankfully there are mandalas in here. Lots of sort of ladies with flowers and natural bits and bobs, but I do like the pattern-based things, as you all know by now, I think, if you've been watching the rest of the series. If not, where have you been? Nice to have you here anyway. But yeah, it looks like the mandala bit is the bit that I am most excited about coloring. Looks fun. I like it. Yeah, and for some reason I'm showing you the pens again. Hey! Are we ready for the next one? Yes, I do believe we are ready for the next one. Issue number 63. And I'm going to have to unwrap it for you. Oh, I'm well excited about this. Okay, for a while, I have been sort of filling up and organizing my freebies that come with the magazine, and I've been noticing that there's just not enough room for all the pencils in the boxes. And even if I've taken out all the pencils that are watercolor pencils or that are pastel pencils, I still have not got room for all the colored pencils. So I'm really, really glad that they did include a new pen tray. Now this came in the same delivery as the one that that got scraped up, and so I'm really surprised, but actually no damage has actually come to the pencil tray, so hooray! On to the issue. We've got pencils, and it says we have jungle green, magenta, and aquamarine, and they are all actual pencils, not watercolor pencils, not pastel pencils. So they are part of the permanent collection. So let's swatch this, shall we? Jungle green, very nice. Am I writing on it? Oh, I'm writing the numbers. Okay. I believe that is one. I can't read that from here. When I'm recording the voiceover, the video is very tiny. So we've got the aquamarine coming in. Lovely. And the magenta. I've been taking the Spectrum Noir Colorista coloring course. It's a free thing. Just Google Spectrum Noir and you'll find it, I swear. But I don't know if you noticed that I held the pencil there a bit far away from the tip, and that was a little trick I learned in how to get sort of a softer pressure and have more of the pencil make contact with the paper. It's a really valuable piece of information that I got from my free Colorista course from Spectrum Noir. So thanks, Sarah Davies, and everyone who made that. Look at this. I'm filling in what precious spaces are left on our index sheet. I'm really thrilled about it. You know, when you get to the end and you're just filling in those last little gaps, and then you've got a full, complete collection. It's you know, maybe I shouldn't be so excited about it, but guess what? I am. And I'm not sorry. So here I go, filling in the other bit. This, I will remind you, just in case you haven't seen previous episodes, this list was printed from the Art Therapy website. However, it was no longer there, and I had to use something on the internet called the Wayback Machine in order to get a previous copy of this list, which was probably taken down because it wasn't entirely correct or accurate at the time of publishing. They didn't know what issues certain colors were going to be issued in. So it's not a complete and perfect list, but it's nice to sort of see that and see the numbers and see, you know, what's coming where. And it's also interesting to see, you know, if something happened differently, you know, and exactly why. But here I am looking through to see if there's any left, and there really are just a precious few pencils left that are not going to be issued as refills for previous colors that they think will be the most used. So that will be the second issue very nearly put to bed. We'll have a quick flick through, and then my normal audio will resume, and I'm really sorry, but the quality just, I don't think it's very good, so sorry about that. I have fixed the issue since then and hopefully be working okay. But let's get to the flip through of issue 63. It is about stained glass, it looks like, this issue. And they're teaching about sort of textures and things like that to make your coloring projects actually look like proper stained glass. Sounds like fun. And this is a good one. This really takes me back. Love those bottles. I think they're really cool looking. It brings me back to my original coloring experience with my mother. We had a coloring, Ruby Red is the Color Me Happy, and the 10-minute mindfulness is Clear as Glass. This, though, does take me right back to where I used to color with my mom, because our first coloring book that we did together was a stained glass coloring book in the Art Nouveau style, and that is what I'm looking at right there. So, you know, it's nice. It sort of reminds me of when I first sort of realized just how rewarding and fun coloring is, especially when it is a shared experience. Healing is the little word art thing in the back of the issue, and every issue, the last page tends to have some kind of text on it. And this is probably the bit in the video where I realized that I didn't actually see what the back page of the previous issue was, so I look back and there it is. Hello world! I now return you to your regularly scheduled sound. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I've been Cy, and oh, this is where I tell you that the pen tray is not broken. Hooray! Very excited about that. All right, now we'll just go back to what I was saying at the time, gather my thoughts, and continue. So, taking a little break here, coming back, we are having issue 64. And looks like, sorry, it's the turn of our lovely chunky markers. So let's open that up. It's a shame they're not numbered. I do like to know whether I have a complete collection of something or not, but whatever, it's fine. According to the book, the colors are baby pink, lilac, and mint green. So let's check out the baby pink. Mint green. And lilac. Wow. Yep. That's a deep lilac indeed. Very nice. I'm not the biggest fan of water-based markers lately, but they are very nice. A little bit wet, you know, but that's what water markers do. So excellent. Good colors. Nice addition to the collection. So this has a Japanese theme to it. So that's interesting. I'm gonna have to read through, get some lovely color schemes, quite like this one. I wonder why. It's probably because it's my colors, right? My logo colors, plus red, which is an interesting addition. I was always told not to do sort of pink and red, but I guess this pink is more of an orchid. So maybe that makes it okay. I don't know. These are seasonal color palettes, which is nice. And we've got these cute little dolls. So they're going to get scanned and used because they look so cute. And I love Cherry Blossom, which is the color for Color Me Happy. We've got some lovely patterns here to make decorative fans with. Sounds good. And we got the Mindful Heart. Japanese word for mindfulness is made up of two characters. One means now, the other denotes both mind and heart. So that's nice. But where are these characters? Where are these characters? It would be nice if they'd included those, and seeing as it's the Japanese theme. Never mind. Ooh, there's an N in this issue. You know that I'm collecting the word frank, right? N is something I need, so hooray! It might be time for the N, finally. Excellent. So we got a lovely round design here with some flowers. Lovely wooded area with a beautiful background. Water lilies, of course. A little bridge with more water lilies. The obligatory color by number. And, oh, I like this because it's a patterny thing. It's a sort of stylized graphical lily pad. And the N. I'm so glad to see that. Excellent. Happy N. So that would be issue 64. Let's move on to issue 65. Okay. Let's see. With this issue, we've got pencils again. So they're not straight up pencils. One is a watercolor pencil. So the watercolor pencil is 409. It is violet. This is what it looks like when you color with it. And I'm just going to be gross and lick my thumb and sort of blend it out a little bit because it's a watercolor pen. Okay, so I just got the paper all wet and made a mess. That's not cool. And it says 2 new refills for your pencil collection, ivory and sky blue. So here is the sky blue. And here is the ivory. It is nice to have extras of these. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be storing them in the same container, and maybe that's why my container is full, is because I've got 2 of each of the most used colors. So that could be it. There's no point indexing them because they are already in the index. So let's have a quick flip through this 4th and final issue for this video. Let's see. So we've got Arctic theme this time. We got little polar bears and fish. Very nice. Oh, and ice cream. They are awesome. They'll be great for summer birthday cards, or maybe even for goodie bags for a special coloring activity. So I might think about doing that for little Missy, who usually helps me. And it even says here that it's good for invitations to a summer party. So yeah, she might want to do that for her birthday. Excellent. There are countless tones of white, this says. Well, it's basically just tints of all the different colors, isn't it? So excellent, lovely color themes here. Beautiful. Color Me Happy is Glacier Blue. Oh, look at the hipster animals. Oh, look at this. He's very cute. Look at you. But then look at this guy. How very, very sophisticated are you, Mr. Stag? So great for stag do's and, you know, people who like glasses on animals. That's cute, though. I think that's really cute. Might need to scan that one for Christmas time. So, time to simplify. Very true. And I will be giving that a good look later. And a yoga pose, the child's pose. I don't look like that when I do it. My butt is about here. But, you know, everybody is different, and therefore we are not all going to look like the picture when we do yoga. Just a little encouragement there for anyone who wants to try it. So we've got these fish from the first page in here. So that's good, and I might have a go at shading the polar bears because that looked really impressive. So that's good. Great. I love a repetitive graphic image. Mandala is probably my favorite type of coloring if I'm looking for, you know, a peaceful pastime. I like the repetition and I like finding the patterns and deciding what to do with them. Ooh, someone's going to have a whale of a time with that. Probably not me. Color by number. Looks like an ice cave of some description. Oh, very lovely snowflakes. Ooh, and this says, Deep Blue Sea, never stop exploring. I like that. Excellent. So that's all for me at the moment. I had a bit of a sound issue at the beginning, so my intro is like gone. So you will have to make do with the outro, which is, I have been Sai. This has been Happy Accident Studios. You can find me on Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and Vine at Hapac Studios. You can find me here on YouTube, hopefully more frequently than I have been lately, but how many times have I said that? If you've been with me for the few years that I've been on, you know, I go through these dry patches of never uploading anything, and then I come back. I am back for now. I'm going to try my best to do a little bit more. I'm looking to be more motivated in the near future, so we'll see. Fingers crossed. Hope for the best, and I will see you in the next video.